But yeah, I'm kind of petering out here, which is totally fine. Like, I don't need to be particularly aggressive about my finale here. It's just kind of nice to relax, and honestly, it kind of fits the game. Well, we got Viridium. Got a trading post on one of these. What about you? I'll just keep scanning in the area. Transmission tower. Okay, that is a little bit more interesting. Because, yeah, if I can find a warp core Tau, then we have nothing to worry about. Or even think about. I don't know why all of these end up on only one planet. I really wish these these planetary scans, like, I don't know. I like the idea of the planetary scans in this game. I like the scanning in general, just because it's kind of nice and it's a good alternative to having to fly all over the place looking around. But what I really want is the ability to like for a game that treadmills so many upgrades here, it'd actually be really cool. It would actually be really cool if you could get like a massive planet scanner upgrade. Like I don't want to have to just continuously just go to like a transmission tower and like kind of look around and be frustrated about like, well, no. Like for that last system we were in, we ran out of things to scan, which this game is totally procedurally generated. There's no reason why it shouldn't just have like a billion things popping up on the radar at all times. Yeah, freighter scanner, exactly. A resource scanner that actually tells you where stuff is. This is weird looking. Definitely not my kind of planet, but it's weird looking. Boop. Let's see. But yeah, if I want to scan for this stuff, do it from orbit. Exactly. But like after a certain point, they don't pop up anymore, and you have to find a new system, even though it doesn't actually need that. Ooh, ton of thamium over there. Good stuff. I think I already have range boost Sigma. And if I don't, I don't know. Yeah, range boost Sigma. Humorously, I still don't have range boost 1. I don't have the lowest level one. Anyway, let's go grab all this thamium over here. Yeah, it's really grindy. Like, I don't mind the grind, it's just I feel like if you're gonna have a game that is very, very focused on grinding, one point of it is that the game should be constantly kind of upping its own game, as weird as that probably sounds, to eventually make it so that you don't need to grind for the basics anymore. You've already got that. You've already got that down. So what's a good example of a game like that? I don't know. Like, that's the weird part. I'm trying to come up with a good example here, and I'm kind of come up with next to nothing. Anyway, because there aren't a whole lot of good sandbox games that know how to automate processes. I guess Ark. Oh yeah, Terraria. Ark, Terraria, Starbound maybe. Part of it is like how do I explain it? That doesn't make me just sound lazy. It's one of those where like you really don't want to make a player chop down a tree every time they need wood for the rest of the game. After a certain point, it just gets frustrating and nobody wants to do it. So what you do is you make it so that they can automate the process. Oh, Factorio, duh. Yeah, exactly. Hutobi hit it on the nose. Factorio is the perfect example. In Factorio, you start and you have to just like, you have to just hit You know, hit the coal, hit the iron, hit the wood, whatever. You get it all set up. But then eventually you have conveyors and auto mining and all this crazy stuff to do it for you. And you move on to the next resource chain that you have to slowly file into the exact same setup. And it's perfect. And you don't really spend a whole lot of time on it. You just keep going. And this game doesn't do that. Like, that's actually what I originally thought the, that's what I originally thought the, what was it? The Foundations update was going to kind of fix. I originally thought that what we'd be doing would actually be farming for resources that we need. You know, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to farm for aluminum and whatnot, but, like, if you could get, like, auto aluminum farms and stuff like that, it would work perfectly. But you can't, and it's unfortunate. Anyway, something about a dowry. Let's try accepting on its behalf. Okay, that's weird. Well, I guess I'm going to marry a Viking or something. That's weird. Let's hop in the ship. But yeah, you don't want to force players to just always have to chop down trees. I guess it's not exactly in the same vein. But I've actually enjoyed how Dragon Quest Builders has handled it. It's not that you ever have to stop mining stuff, because you're always mining. It's kind of a non-stop situation, and it kind of sucks. A little bit. That's an Uggo ship. Congratulations, when's the wedding? Don't know. We're gonna probably leave the universe well before that happens. Anyway. Sorry, I got betrothed to an alien. Look, he was going Ugg Zug Wurgelburger. And I said, sure, and it turns out now I've got a weird butt-faced bride somewhere in the universe. Don't worry. I'll figure out how to get out of it. Anyway, but yeah, so for Dragon Quest Builders, you never have to stop, you never don't have to chop down trees, but you get better and better chopping weapons, so it doesn't matter, you just cut it down immediately, and it would be great. Let's try out a multi-tool. See if it's an upgrade. And the answer is, it's a downgrade. This game's garbage. Let's reload. Let's see if we can scum for a better multi-tool. Or at least something better than that. No Man's Sky challenge. Like, how long could you stay on one planet? I would lose interest so hard. Like, with Fallout, I can keep modding the game and making it more interesting. This game's only saving grace is that it's pretty. Yeah, I just learned how to make a phase beam, like the one of the first technologies you ever pick in this game. Like, I guess this game does kind of do the benefit of, like, you do actually pick up a better tool eventually, and it makes mining easier, but it doesn't. Like, that's a weird part about all of it. I've actually got a, like, an upgraded multi-tool, and it really doesn't feel like it did me any good. Which is frustrating. Anyway, is this the thing? This is the thing. Try out a multi-tool. Let's see if it's any better, or if it's the exact same thing. 21 slots. There we go. Cheesed it. Whoa. What's up with this gun? It's got spikes. That's cool. Well. Wow. Hmm. This thing is geared for war, too. Awesome. Anyway, let's see if this thing's actually worth any effort. The answer is it has one warp reactor. It's got Tau. Well, alright, good enough. I'm so glad you can go back to your old one. This is just a nice way to cheese for resources. My ship is directly inside the ground. That's weird. Alright, anyway, compare. I love this trick. It's fun. It's a great way of getting rare resources, too, without it ever having to put any effort into it. It's great. Maybe I should, now that I really don't have to carry around too much stuff, maybe I should actually, sit down and upgrade my ship. Might not be a bad idea. Because I definitely have the resources for it. I have been grabbing so much. Most of it's garbage. Some of it sells for a decent amount. Anyway, there we go. This is nice. Okay. Well, I think I have a mining facility somewhere nearby. Let's do that. I also wanted to check out something real quick. We've got the pulse jets. Is there... Oh, wow. There's, like, nothing left. Yeah, so I guess I could upgrade this sucker just a little bit more if I want to. That's, you can also do that with your multi-tool when you find one with more slots. You always forget. And I'm also always afraid to, just in case I screw something up. Because I don't want to have to rebuild it. Whereas with my ship, it's pretty easy to go back to and not have to worry about. Yeah, what could I... Looks like it's pretty much nothing but, photon cannon upgrades. Which actually isn't so bad. I guess if I had the time, I'd almost sit down, rip some of these things up, and move them around. Kind of tempting. Later date. Probably once they adjust the game some more. Like, part of it is I kind of want to just bide my time. Wow. That was definitely going to take more than a minute. This game lies. It's got the worst GPS ever. I really wish, though, that I could actually set my ship to auto-fly to a location. Kind of bugs me that it's got all these POIs. Like, it'd be kind of neat if you could just be like, bring me here. And it's like, okay. And then it does. Huh. This is a weird planet. So what's this stuff? Oh, that's Viridium? Wow. That's way easier than the last place I found. Also, we got this weird mushroom that was, like, super crimson. Oh, I don't have an advanced mining laser on this thing. Alright. Ooh. Let's get the advanced mining laser. I might have to rip that off. Is it? Oh, it all goes together. Alright, there we go. So now we've got the rail shot adapter on top of everything else. Which does an amazing job at ripping through things. Wow. Okay, I wanna go mine some iron. Hi. Wow. This is nuts. This is what happens when you have a well-upgraded mining laser as opposed to the garbage. Okay, what about the Viridium? Nope. Viridium's still slow as everything else. Oh, that sucks. Oh, shoot. Do I not? Oh, no. I don't have the grenade module. Oh, no. This thing doesn't have a grenade module on it. Oh, no. Alright, whatever. I'll live. So, this is an interesting problem I've run into. I can't make grenades. I literally do not have the, I do not have the upgrade that lets me grenade. Which is really weird. Oh. Guess I'll just take the damage and sit here and shooting. Drop the ricochet mod. Oh, did I have one on here? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, so we got plasma clip and rapid fire. Oof, those are bad. I guess I'll get impact damage. Is there anything else that just boosts the damage? Doesn't look like it. The rest is like rapid fire. Well, reload accelerant isn't a bad idea. Okay, and then I'll save the rest of this space for some other things. Yeah, damage omega. Why haven't we learned how to make a grenade yet is beyond me, and it's super frustrating, actually. Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Okay. Interloper, entrance, absent. I don't know. Alright. Where's my ship? There's my ship. I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna hop out. And then honestly, I think I'm just gonna give up. Go back home. See if my Korrizagon's done. And then call this it. Because I can explore until my eyes... Or until my lips are blue. I don't even know. I don't even know how to describe it. Okay. Oh, open metal doorway in the Sentinel's detection system. Intrusion alert. Nope, emergency shutdown. Okay. Well, we go back. Yeah, let's just reload to seconds ago and try that again. I guess what I could do is kind of build my most basic tower. I wonder if I could have a ladder in that entryway. Because if I could have the ladder in the entryway of my house, maybe I'd actually be able to do something. Or, you know, build up. It's not like it really matters too much, but still. Oh, I see. Nothing found. Gotcha. Oh, that's fine. Let's try the other one. Oh, never mind. Pressure. Heavy. Reduce weight. Okay, there we go. And we learn unstable plasma yet again. Alright, this is dumb. I give up. Unless there's actually something left on this planet that suddenly sparks my interest. Like another transmission tower. I think I'm just gonna go home. We'll make the tower, and I will figure out getting a the final warp drive next season. Oh, goody, a resource deposit. Just what every person needs. This is definitely Caridium. I can guarantee it. See, a planet base, that's habitable. Anything else? An abandoned building. Okay. Yeah, I might as well grab the, like, abandoned buildings and stuff, though at this point they mostly just give me trash and garbage anyway. Like, that's the most frustrating part. I don't mind grinding. I don't mind having to sift through, like, a billion bases to get what I want. As long as it stops giving me repeats after a certain point. But, like, at this point it kind of feels like I'm just here wasting my time. Is my inventory full, or is it just not giving me things? Or, oh, my scanner recharging thing is... There we go. We are getting a decent amount of aluminum from these. I gotta give it credit for that. We don't get a whole lot of aluminum anymore. Or no. Yes. Aluminum is fairly rare. From what I remember. Let me check the freighter. Yeah, because we got iridium, we got nickel. We don't have much for spare aluminum. So I'm actually going to fly around shooting it for just a bit. Might as well load up on a bunch while we've got these nearby. But yeah. No, I don't know. I'm pretty satisfied with how this season's gone. It was fun, it was relaxing, and I'm looking forward to future improvements to this game that actually make things worthwhile. I hope they add, like, you know, make the asteroids actually worth something. Like, as it stands, asteroids are just kind of a glorified resource deposit. And, like, what I want to do is actually be able to, like, land on an asteroid, fight off aliens, grab some kind of, like, crazy resource on the inside of it and, like, keep going or something. I don't know. Any number of things, really. Oh, I see. It's just giving me locations on one of the moons. Well, I guess it's not a bad idea to figure out what's on the moon. But until we get one of those, blue, stars that actually has, like, the really nice stuff. They added drone automation. It could work. Yeah. 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 There we go. Part of the problem really is just the fact that you spend so much time traveling around that automation kind of becomes meaningless after a certain point. That, like, either they'd have to make the game, they'd have to kind of screw the balance of the game to make it worth something, which kind of sucks. I don't really have good solutions there. At least none that I can think of immediately. It doesn't even need the automation necessarily. What I would rather have is just the ability to look up. Well, okay, no. For example, I don't have a whole lot of aluminum. I want to be able to unlock, eventually being able to find aluminum. You have automated mining that bring you resources. But, like, for example, if I could actually get a planetary scanner that's like, here's a big old aluminum deposit, and I go down and I start mining, and because I've got an upgraded multi-tool, it's actually more efficient than usual, so I get even more aluminum than normal. I really wish that existed. Instead, it's just, here it is, you just got a couple hundred of aluminum, and it cost you like 20 minutes, and it's like, that's not even worth my time, energy, or interest. Anyway, let's see if we got lucky, or if we're bored. Yep, goody. Flame shields. Exactly what a man needs. I don't even bother with them. They're boring resource hogs. Elite Dangerous. You know, I've never actually messed around with Elite Dangerous. I'd like to, but the price was always kind of a bit of a turnoff. I'll probably do Star Citizen when it comes out. That'll be fun. Let's see. So when's the next season? Yeah, next season will absolutely be as soon as the game updates substantively again. Or if, like, a really big mod comes out. But as it stands, like, I don't want to just fly around forever grinding for new resources while we wait for stuff to show up. Like, I could go around looking for a freighter that has more space in it, but I'm not really using it. It'll just be easier to continue on our merry way. Relax, go play Subnautica. Maybe play Subnautica twice, because the game's coming out fully in a couple of months? Or a couple of weeks? I'm not entirely sure. So I might actually do 2 seasons of Subnautica. But that's okay. There's a billion other games for me to play in the meantime. And some of them will be fun. I got an email for a game called Orcish Inn that I want to start doing a playthrough on. And also, it's just nice to finally put a cap in a series. Let's see, Elite Dangerous, $30. Oh, that much? I thought there was, like, some kind of season pass nonsense that made it, like, way more expensive. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna go back home for a bit, see if my Korzagon's done growing. I'm not sure if I'll make more glass or if we'll just, Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I could either make some more glass, or I could make another plant, and I gotta figure out which is more efficient right now. Okay, well, let's pop in. Subnautica coming out in a few weeks. It's like weeks or months, it's something like that. It's supposed to be in 2017, like early-ish 2017, and we're pretty much there, so I don't know. It might be a little while. But yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to have this like almost weird, relaxed end where it's just like kind of almost done. At least with this season, and then we'll do the next season whenever they add more stuff. That'll be exciting because I'll actually have something to do. I'll be exploring, but this time around I won't be starting fresh on. Yeah, it doesn't look like it can put a ladder in here. Okay, whatever, I'll put a ladder here. Oh, right. Kind of really wish I could make like a tube. Let me see if I can do something here. Alright, so we got this. I want it to be decently high. That seems decently high. Let's make it higher. Okay, that's decently high. Let's start slapping some ladders on this thing. And eventually I'll do other things with this, but for now, I think we're just going to have this tall... Okay, seriously, where the heck is it? It's not decoration, it's room parts. Okay. So we're just gonna get to the top. We're gonna slap We're gonna slap down some windows. And that's gonna be the end of it. Okay. Can't build any. I kind of want to put down my windows where it means the most. The other question is, can I just have a door that lets me exit? Interesting question. I don't know. Alright, looks like everything's grown. There's not much core zagging, to be totally honest. Wow. It's also getting kind of laggy here. I don't know if you guys can feel it the way I can. Somebody was was making note of that with me talking about what was I talking about? All right, I was playing Stranded Deep, and it was super laggy from my perspective, and everybody's just like, "What are you talking about? It's totally fine." And I'm like, "I can feel it." Move your landing pad up to the side of the tower. Oh yeah, that's the plan. I'll probably have it like one floor down. Also, apparently you can sprint up ladders really fast. Okay, which angle do we want to be able to look out? That seems like a decent angle. Yeah, I can't make any more, but that's fine. What kind of decorations do we have? This is a bed, right? I mean, we got chairs, we got tables. There it is. Dang it. Alright. Let's see. I need to make a voltaic cell. Huh. Alright, can I make one of those? Nope. Are we missing? But oh, I see. We're missing whatever antrium we have. Okay. Huh. What if I take falling damage from that? Alright. Must be in the other one. Okay. Okay, people are seeing the frame rate issues. Okay, so it's not just me. I do not have enough antrium. I guess I'll just go mine some. Not like it takes particularly long. I guess while we're here, I'll sell the stuff at the interface. Okay. It is kind of painful. Okay, because, yeah, I could totally feel, like, some pretty hefty lag when I was playing, Stranded Deep, and everybody else is like, or not everybody else, just several people had been confused by my statement because they weren't feeling any. It's like, I don't know. I guess some people are maybe more sensitive than others. But from my perspective, I've always been kind of sensitive to laggy games. Part of the reason why I've never wanted to switch planets is this one doesn't really have anything but antrium. But boy, does it have antrium in spades. Got a lot of iron too. It also just looks nice. It's got some nice like violets and purples and whatever. And it's just nice looking at things. It'd be really nice if we had like a crazy large plutonium mine nearby. I guess we don't even need plutonium anymore. Oh, did these? No, these still haven't recovered resources. Okay, can I climb this? Yes, I can. Okay, that's fun. One thing I will complain about a little bit. I really hate the fact in this game that I can't put on like balconies and stuff. I feel like I was promised, like, I don't know if you guys can easily see this stuff, but like if you go and look at my if you go and look at the thumbnail I used for like my stream and whatnot, it's of a really nice looking building with balconies and walkways and stuff like that. That simply doesn't exist in the game right now. And that actually makes me kind of crankle. Because I really would like to have like a base with balconies and stuff that I can like walk around and look and do things and whatever. Okay. I guess we actually have to make the voltaic cell. I still don't have enough antrium, really, after all of those flowers. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I do take falling damage. This game needs elevators. I'll have to just go and get a bunch of antrium at some point for fun. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I want to build a base that doesn't just use the same parts over and over again, and unfortunately, it does. That sucks. What's this? What is this supposed to be? No idea. Also bugs me that there's like 0 snap points for any of this stuff. Wait, what? This thing requires 10 voltaic cells, 5 copper wire, and 1 dynamic resonator? Why would anybody build any of these? Okay, what else do we have? Kind of cool looking. Not an easy way for me to plug it in to make it look right, though. There we go. Building setup is weird and garbage. Yeah. Only lets me rotate like one angle. Alright, there we go. So we got rooms. Got these. What is this? No idea. Seems like it kind of would fit right there. Whatever it is. Huh, can I... Oh, jeez. Could kind of set one of these up right here. I don't think it really makes a whole lot of sense. Glad most of them aren't too expensive. Some of them are. Okay, what else do we have? Yeah, somebody asked for me to make a nice looking bedroom. I'm making a nice looking bedroom. I'm gonna fall down that hole. Maybe I won't. Okay, do we have any more? We've got to have like one more chair here. There we go. Alright, so I got a bedroom now. It's a nice bedroom. I want more windows in it. But whatever. For now, this is okay. Is there anything else I want to put in here? Not really. Unless we want to do something crazy, like... Actually, maybe I could do something like this. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Needs more wall decoration, though. For sure. Like, this entire setup is, like, weirdly limited. Want me to care about your dumb base building setup? Actually, give me some stuff to build and don't make it garbage. Oh, whatever. At least, yeah, we could just slap these down. We don't need any, like, fancy blueprints or anything. Not like there's anything I can do about it. Like, this is the most amount of interaction I can do with my beds. Hop on them. Which is a bit of a shame. Wait, is there no movement mode? Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna pick this one up and move it around so I could get it to match the other side a bit better. Well, that's it. Wait. Are you kidding me? Alright, I can make my chairs spin around. And it makes a squeaky noise. Wait, what? Did I really put it that far off kilter? I'd swear it was lined up, but I guess not. That's weird. Oh. Oh, that's why. Wow, this is bad. Wow, that thing is garbage. So, it doesn't actually go into the ceiling particularly well. What it does instead is it just floats below it. Really awkwardly, so it looks like you put it in the right spot, but instead it's just in this, like, terrible location. Like, it works great here. Ish. Huh. Wow. Alright. There's a save point. I can make a save point, right? I'm gonna put a save point in here. I guess I have to put it just outside the front door. There we are. There. Now I can save when I want to. Actually, that looks really cool. Okay. Also gonna put a communication station right here. What the? No! That's not... Can I change it? Nope. Well, screw it. We're saving, I guess. Yep. See you guys next season. Maybe I'll get on and farm for some more Corey Zagan so I can get windows and stuff, and maybe I'll make the base a little bit more. But man, do we need some more parts and things. At least this thing looks cool. The save station is awesome. But still also kind of lame. Anyway. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. This is a really fun series to film, even if it was weird and broken and kind of garbage at a lot of times. I enjoyed it a lot. And I can't wait to play more. Whenever they add more. Should be like 3 months from now, going off their current track record. But if we're lucky, it might be something closer to like a month or two. That'd be nice. But anyway, night everybody. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. I don't know, I already said those things. Whatever.